top 4 teams in the West are separated by only 2.5 games. And then there's a fight to stay out of the play-in tournament with the Pels and the Suns currently occupying the last 2 guaranteed spots. All right, we got a little NBA squad here. Austin Rivers, Kendrick Perkins, and Brian Windhorst.
Let me lock in.
All right, Perk, I'm going to start with you on this one. Which team do you have as the biggest sleeper team in the West?
Oh, it's the New Orleans Pelicans. And I don't know if anybody on this panel is going to disagree with me when you look at this team and look at their depth. The only thing that had people concerned about the Pelicans is Zion Williamson, the mindset of Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson is engaged right now. He's available and his mentality is there. But when I look at the others, Brandon Ingram, we don't talk about him enough, a certified bucket getter on the offensive end of the floor. Herb Jones, what he brings to the table on both ends of the floor, being a guy that's being able to be a slasher and knock down shots and a hell of a wing defender. When you look at Trey Murphy, size, length, athleticism, what he brings to the table. And so I look at C.J. McCollum as the leader who's averaging around about 20 points. And I'm looking at this Pelicans team and I'm like, nobody really want to see them in the West. And if they do, they're going to have to strap their shoes up. That's why I got them as my sleeper.
Love your pick, Perk. People don't talk about New Orleans enough. For me, though, I'm going to go out west as well and go to Phoenix, the Phoenix Suns. Yes, sir. We just saw them get a big win versus Denver, a fully healthy Denver without Devin Booker, by the way. Listen, you talk about their team. When we talk about title contention teams, we talk about star power. They have that. When we talk about role players, they have that. I'm even willing to say if we're talking best 7 to 8 guys, they're probably top 2 or 3 in the NBA if we're talking about roster. You have Kevin Durant at the top. You got Devin Booker there, 2 guys that can close games, hit clutch shots, create their own shot, and create for others. You have Bradley Beal, who I think we have yet to even seen his best play with Phoenix. I think he's still figuring it out. As we know, that takes time. And then also the role players that they have. Grayson Allen having a career year. Eric Gordon, knockdown shooter. Royce O'Neal, underrated pickup. And then you have Nurkic inside to throw around and bang around versus guys like Jokic. So they could play multiple lineups. I think they're a team that could easily kind of creep into the playoffs and cause some problems.
Perk, I like your answer because the Pelicans in the last 15 games, number 4 in the league in offense, number 4 in the league in defense. That's excellent, an excellent spot to be in. But my answer is the Golden State Warriors, and it's really for one basic reason: schedule. When you look at how tightly packed this is, the Warriors' schedule is a weapon going forward. They have the 3rd easiest schedule going down the stretch. Now, look, everything that you said, Austin, about the Suns is right, but they got the 2nd toughest schedule. Their last 12 games, go take a look at them, everybody. They're absolutely brutal. The schedule favors the Warriors, regardless of everything else, because you're going to have games you win and lose. These teams are flawed in certain ways, but that is really in their favor. The team that's right in front of them, Dallas, they play them 3 more times. The team, they have a much easier schedule than the Suns and an easier schedule than the Kings. I think the schedule is going to be a huge factor, especially in those last 7 to 10 games. The Warriors are going to be in position. And if you can get out of that play-in, if you can avoid that, getting that 6th seed, not, dodging all of that carnage that's going to happen over those couple of days in April, that's a huge win. That's a big winner to me. I think the Warriors are best positioned schedule-wise to do it.